Namaste friends, I am Dr. T. Sundaraj Perumal. Today I am starting a new series in which I will tell you about how to achieve perfect health. Health is wealth. This is the statement we are listening right from our childhood. And if this is true, the whole world is becoming poorest. So many diseases which were unheard of 10 years back are crippling the mankind. Government is spending crores of rupees both on research and also to manage these diseases. People as well as doctors are clueless about how to handle these problems. And diseases like psoriasis, rheumatoid arthritis, vasculitis, ankylosing spondylitis, sudden hearing loss, sudden vision loss, and many other psychological disorders. Apart from diabetes, heart problem, kidney problems, all these things can be grouped under lifestyle disorders. These diseases are affecting us not because of some virus or bacteria or some other genetic ailment. These are affecting us just because our lifestyle and food habits are not good. So, what to do to solve this problem? As I told you earlier, so many diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, vasculitis, these are all called autoimmune disorders where our own immune system comprising of immune cells which are supposed to be protecting us from external infections, they attack our own cells. If they attack our blood vessels, it is called vasculitis. If they attack our joints, it is reactive or rheumatoid arthritis. If they attack our skin, it is psoriasis. If they attack our cartilage, it becomes ankylosing spondylitis. So many manifestations, and modern scientists and doctors are clueless about solving this problem. They have only one solution, that is giving steroids. These are immunosuppressant drugs which will suppress our own immune system to relieve the symptoms of these diseases. But these drugs will never solve the problem. So, why is this immune system getting disturbed, and what should we do to make our immune system strong and helpful to the body? So, I will try to get down to the most basic things, and slowly I will continue with each and every disease. Most basic things we need to survive on this planet, as we know, are air, water, food, and sleep. And I'm sorry to say that all these four commodities are being misutilized, wrongly utilized, which itself is causing ill health. For example, air. Do you know how much air do we need to take every time we inhale? You might wonder who will measure all these things. Lungs are like balloons. In fact, lungs are the only organs which float on water. There are so many chambers inside lungs. If we open all those chambers and spread them, it will cover a large tennis court. So, such a complicated and intricate mechanism inside these lungs is existing for a reason. We need oxygen. Oxygen is called pranavayu. Pranavayu, because that is the single most thing which makes us survive on this planet. Why do we need oxygen? I will go into this in detail before telling you how much we need oxygen. Our lungs have the capacity to store 6 liters of air, and when we inhale, when we take a deep breath, we can take in 2.5 liters of air. But the sad part is, on an average, a common man is inhaling only half liter or 500 ml of air. That is called the tidal volume. And the tidal volume is so less. We are utilizing only 20% of our lung capacity, which means we are doing only shallow breathing. We are not taking deep breaths. Why do we need to take deep breaths? Why do we need to take 2.5 liters of air inside? Let me give you an example. A, a tortoise takes 5 to 8 times it breathes in a minute. A human being inhales and exhales 16 to 18 times per minute, and a dog does the same thing 25 to 30 times per minute. Why do we need to understand this? A dog lives only for 20 to 25 years. A human being can live up to 100 years, whereas a tortoise lives for 200 years. So, what makes tortoise live for so long? Because it takes deep breaths, whereas a dog takes shallow breaths. So, what exactly happens inside our body? When we eat food, it gets digested and it gets divided into small, small particles like glucose, amino acids, fatty acids. And these micronutrients travel through blood and they reach each and every cell of the body, where these are utilized to build the tissues and to produce energy. And it happens through various chemical reactions. The single most important item we need for these chemical reactions to happen properly is oxygen. If we take less oxygen, we tend to make more and more toxins inside our body. Tissue building and cell repair happens very slowly. Cell death occurs very fastly. And the whole metabolism, digestion, and other functions inside the body gets disturbed. Not only that, if our brain gets less and less oxygen, we will have less memory power, less concentration power, less grasping power, less analyzing and reasoning abilities. In fact, human being is prone to more and more stress, anxiety, depression if he's getting less and less oxygen to the brain. So now we know that we need to take lot of air. But we need to understand why this tidal volume, the average power of inhaling air, is less in human beings. Let me help you understand it yourself. Take your right hand, put it on your stomach, and inhale deeply. And then exhale slowly. Again, inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. While you are doing this, observe what is happening to your stomach. Is it coming inside, going inside while you are inhaling, or coming outside? In the same way, while you are exhaling, is it going outside or coming inside? Just observe. I have asked this question in various places, and majority of my audience told me that while they are inhaling, air is going inside, at the same time their stomach is also going inside. While they're exhaling, the stomach is coming out. This is wrong. In fact, the opposite is true. The whole breathing pattern majority of people are doing is wrong. Lungs are like balloons. They are till here. While you inhale deeply, they expand till here. In fact, they become double their original size. To make room for these lungs, our stomach and chest expand, and we will be able to take maximum air. But if you are tucking your tummy inside while you are inhaling, you are not allowing your lungs to expand. And when you are not allowing your lungs to expand, you are not taking proper air. So, what should we do to increase our lung capacity? We should voluntarily practice, continuously put a conscious effort to increase our lung capacity. I will teach you a simple exercise. Place your hand on your stomach, and while you exhale, bring your air out, press your tummy inside while you breathe out, and while you are breathing in, expand your stomach. While you're breathing in, expand your stomach. While you're breathing out, press your tummy inside. So by pressing inside, you are compressing the lungs and making them empty. And while you are inhaling, you are bringing your chest and abdomen outside and making room for the lungs to expand. If you practice this every day, as many times as you can, whenever you are free, slowly this voluntary practice will turn into an involuntary habit, and then you need not worry about taking sufficient oxygen. You can also practice pranayam, where you will be doing deeper breaths, which I will tell in my next video. You will be able to control your breath, which will also help you in controlling your mind. More on this later. I will again go to the next important commodity which helps us survive on this planet. That is water. So, how much water should we take in? Many people say 3 liters, 5 liters, 8 liters, 10 liters. Ayurveda says one should drink according to his thirst and also according to his constitution. People who perform a lot of physical activity and perspire more need a lot of water. People who sit in a chair all the day and have very little perspiration need very little water. And there are people whose constitution is pitta prakriti, where there is excess heat inside the body and they perspire more, they need lot of water. There are people whose constitution is kapha, where there is excess coldness inside the body, they don't perspire at all and they don't need a lot of water. On an average, a normal human being requires 2 to 3 liters of water per day. People tell you to drink 1 liter, 2 liters of water, 3 liters of water early in the morning, which is wrong. Some people get up very late, maybe at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and they try to drink 1 liter or 2 liters of water, which is dangerous to health. In Bhav Prakash Samhita, there is a practice described called Vishohpana. In Brahmi Muhurta, that is early in the morning at 4:30 or 1.5 hours before sunrise, you can drink 8 anjalis of water, which is approximately 1 liter of water, which will help you prevent diseases and prevent old age. Mind it, this is not for pushing your bowels and having a free motion. This practice comes with a caution. In the same Bhavaprakashamita, the author says, if you drink this much amount of water after sunrise, you will encounter lifestyle disorders like diabetes and obesity. When the sun rises, all the enzymes start getting secreted inside your stomach. Then, if you drink a lot of water, you will flush out all the enzymes and you will hamper the digestive system. So, be cautious while you drink a lot of water. It should be only before sunrise. So, what type of water should we drink? People know only one kind of water, that is mineral water. But that is not true. There is this chilled water, normal room temperature water, and then hot water. Chilled water is the favorite of many people. But the thing is, it tends to close all the channels inside our body. It blocks them, it solidifies all the fat material we consume, like oils and ghee. It coats this fat material on the intestines and blocks all the hormones and enzymes to get released inside the intestine. It accumulates lots and lots of toxins in our gut. So, drinking cold water most probably leads to ill health. Drinking normal water is good, but drinking hot water is like drinking medicine. Those people who have this habit of drinking hot water regularly, they will not have any disease related to digestive system, and when the digestive system is safe, they will not encounter any other disease related to any other system. That is why people in Kerala, though they eat a lot of non-vegetarian food, they don't have any, normally they don't have any gastrointestinal problems, and that is thanks to their hot water drinking practice. So, friends, if you want to keep yourself healthy, fit, and happy, start this habit of drinking hot water, not just lukewarm water, a little bit more hotter than lukewarm. And I can tell you, this can be the best habit you can give to your body and make it always healthy. So, we know how much water we need to drink and what kind of water we need to drink, and we also should know when to drink. That we will cover in the next topic, food. The third most important thing for us to survive is food, and we need to understand how much food we should eat. Ayurveda says we should eat daily a prescribed quantity of food according to the capacity of stomach. If our stomach is having a capacity of 400 grams, we should fill half of it, that is 200 grams, with solid food, one fourth of it, that is 100 grams, with liquid food, and rest of the one fourth portion should be left empty. So, how do we measure this? If we are eating roti and dal, it is a solid food. We should drink more water, buttermilk, and other things while consuming food. If you are eating rice with rasam, sambar, buttermilk, then you can drink less water. And while you are getting up from the dining table, you should feel that there is still some space in which you can fill some food. That is the thing which you are leaving for the moment of food inside your stomach while it gets churned. So, now that we know how much food we need to eat, we should answer one major controversy, whether or not we should drink water while consuming food. There are so many theories around this controversial topic. Let us see what Ayurveda says about this topic. भक्तस्यादौ जलं पीतम् अग्निसाधकृसाङ्गतम् अन्ते करोति स्थूलत्वम् ऊर्ध्वं च आमाशयं गतं मध्ये मध्यागतं साम्यं धातूनां जीर्णं सुखम्. If you drink water before consuming your food, it will dilute all the enzymes and it will make you very thin and weak. If you drink water after eating food, it will disturb the lipid metabolism and it will make you fat and again weak. If you are drinking balanced amount of water while you are eating food, it will help in digestion. Now, many people might not agree with what I am saying. So, let us think scientifically. When you are eating food, you are eating different kinds of chemical substances, some of which are alkaline in nature, some of them are acidic in nature, some are having more proteins, some are rich in carbohydrates, some are rich in fats. So, how does the stomach know what kind of chemicals to produce to digest these different kinds of food items? So, God has given us a wonderful sensory receptor which will tell our brain what kind of chemical nature our food is having. A tongue is having so many gustatory receptors. When we eat some food, it will test the chemical nature of the food and it gives the information to brain. Suppose we are eating lemon rice at the beginning of our meal and it is acidic in nature. So tongue tells the brain that you are eating acidic food and brain produces necessary enzymes to digest that particular food and by the time the food reaches stomach it is ready with the necessary enzymes. And after consuming lemon rice you are eating rice with dal which is alkaline. Now the tongue is coated with this lemon rice and when you eat dal rice tongue still thinks that you are eating lemon rice. It gives information that more lemon rice is coming. So instead of producing enzymes which will help in digesting alkaline food, it still produces enzymes which will help in digesting acidic food. In this way, after that you eat rice with curry, rice with rasam, rice with sambar, rice with curd or chapati or fruits, sweet. Still the tongue thinks that you are eating lemon rice and misinformation, miscommunication happens and you will not get proper enzymes to digest whatever different kinds of food you are eating. In Ayurveda, they say that whenever you change the rasa or taste of food, you should drink little water. This water flushes the tongue, and whenever you get fresh food, it will perceive the taste, analyze the chemical nature, and pass on the information to the brain. So, drinking little water in between makes sense, right? And a stomach is like a mixer grinder. It churns the food and makes a soft bolus which can travel smoothly throughout the intestines. And further to happen, we need little water. Imagine trying to make a chutney out of coconut pieces and you put all the coconut pieces without putting water. Will it become a soft paste? No. In the same way, if you eat food without consuming liquid food or without consuming water, it will not help the stomach churn the food properly. In fact, in our Hindu tradition, when we give Naivedya to God, we will say the mantra Madhye Madhye Amritapaniyam Samarpayami, which means even for the God, we are offering water in between his meals for proper digestion. So, one should always drink little water while he is eating food. But immediately after food or just before food, one should not drink water. Now, we should know what type of food we should eat. There are three types of food. They are sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. Sattvic Food is the food which is freshly prepared, contains more of fruits and vegetables and hot rice and chapati and whatever food which is freshly prepared. Rajasic food is the food which is spicy, oily, having lot of you know mirchi, salt and sour items. Tamasic food is the stale food, preserved food, pickles, tinned and canned foods. So why should we know which type of food we should eat? Because we are what we eat. If we eat sattvic food, we become sattvic. If we eat rajasic food, we become rajasic. If we eat tamasic food, we become tamasic. And this was told by none other than Lord Sri Krishna himself. Sattvic people are always strong in mind, sharp with wonderful grasping power and analyzing abilities, but they are not reactive. They are not short tempered. They are calm and posed and always get things done very fastly. They are good at communicating. And they are the kind of people we always want to be. So if we eat sattvic food, freshly prepared food, in fact, Lord Sri Krishna says you should not consume cooked food after 3 hours of cooking. So you should consume within 3 hours of cooking. So if you consume food like that, you will become sattvic. If you eat rajasic food which is very spicy, oily, fried and very sour, very bitter, very spicy, you will become always irritated, stressful, ill-tempered, always angry at others, like a volcano filled with erupting lava. We see such people, right? They are rajasic people, and trust me, you don't want to be such person. And if you eat tamasic food, stale food, and prepared long back, preserved food, tinned food, canned food, you become lazy, lethargic, unable to do anything, unwilling to do anything in world, unambitious. So this is not the kind of person you want to be, right? So this is the type of food you need to eat. So now that we know what to eat, we should know how to eat. Ayurveda says, Nati Ushnam, Nati Shitalam, Nati Drutam, Nati Mandam, Ahasan, Achalpan, Tanmana Bhunjita. Nati Ushnam, Nati Shitalam. It should not be very hot or very cold. Nati Drutam, Nati Mandam. It should not be very fast. You should not just swallow food like that, or you should not eat very, very slow. Some people, they start at breakfast and end up at lunch. That is also wrong. You should not eat while speaking. You should not laugh while eating, because the food might enter your windpipe. Tanmana bhunjita, which means your mind and body should concentrate on the food you are eating. Why? Because if you are eating food while watching TV or speaking with others, you are not perceiving what exact nature of food you are eating. All our senses should tell brain what you are eating. As I told you earlier, your eyes will gather some information. Your touch, your fingers will gather some more information, whether it is smooth or rough or oily or dry. Your nose, with the help of so many chemical sensors inside it, will tell it, your brain what type of food is coming. Your taste buds will tell you, give more information. So when you are concentrating totally on the food you are eating, there are more chances that you are digesting and absorbing the food properly, and it will help in maximum tissue building and energy production. So you need to understand that you need to know how to eat, how much to eat, and what to eat. I've covered all these things. Now you need to understand when to eat. This is the most important thing. Normally, Ayurvedic diet is 2 meals per day. But if you are accustomed to 3 meals per day, your breakfast should be before 8 o'clock. Your lunch should be before 1:30 or maximum 2. Before 2 you should complete your lunch. And before 7:30 you should complete your dinner. And one thing is, breakfast and dinner, both of them should be very light. Heaviest meal you want to eat should always be your lunch, because that is the time when your pitta or the metabolic activity is most active, and whatever you throw at your gut, it will be digested properly, but not before, not after 2 o'clock. Okay, so now that we know when to eat, we need to know some more things which will help in perfect digestion. We should never ever hurry after eating food. Ayurveda says one who runs immediately after food will have Yamraja running behind him, which is disease and death. So, what should we do after eating food? Two things you can do. One is to practice Vajrasan for 5 minutes immediately after having food, or you can walk 100 steps. Ayurveda says Bhuktva Satapadam Gacheta. After eating food, if it is heavy, you can walk 100 steps very slowly, which will help in digestion. Okay. Now that we understood a little bit about eating food, we will also cover so many other topics like Viruddhahara, food items which should not be mixed while eating, like milk and fruits, like hot water and honey. These are Viruddhaharas which are not good for health if they are mixed. We will cover this topic in the next video or in the next video coming. We will go to the fourth most important thing, which is sleep. When should we sleep? Whenever we get sleep, right? No. There is a fixed time to sleep. 10 o'clock is the best time in the night to sleep. 10 to 2 is the time when all the metabolic activities slowly slow down and let the body recharge itself. All the organs and organ systems get recharged. So at that time, if you sleep, you will get maximum amount of relaxation. So if you are waking up late, like say 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you are inviting diseases. And one more thing is, you should not sleep immediately after having lunch or dinner. There should be at least a gap of 1.5 to 2 hours after food before you sleep. And daytime sleep is definitely not good for healthy people. Only those people who are unhealthy, people who are having fever or other diseases, or very elderly people or very small kids like infants, they only should sleep in the afternoon. Everyone else should not sleep while in the afternoon. Maybe they can take a quick nap of 10 minutes or 15 minutes, but not for longer periods like 1 or 2 hours. Not immediately after food. So, when should we get up? There is a lot of material in Ayurveda which tells us to get up at Brahmi Muhurta. Brahmi Muhurta is 1.5 hours before sunrise. What happens if we get up at Brahmi Muhurta? Morning 2 to 6 a.m. is dominated by Vata. And if you get up in Vata time, your mind is most active at that time. You can do creative things, like writing something, reading, and thinking, or you can practice yoga, pranayama, meditation, and that is the best time. And if you get up in the morning, that is in the Brahmi Muhurta period, your bowel movement will happen properly, evacuation will happen wonderfully, all the toxins will be removed from the body wonderfully. And after 6, kapha dominance happens inside the body, and kapha makes you lethargic. If you get up after 6, the whole day you will be lethargic. If you get up before 6, a whole day you will be active. If you get up after 6, these bowel movements happen, they are very sluggish. Proper evacuation of bowels will not happen. you will retain so many unwanted things in your gut, and which will those will release lots and lots of toxins if they are not evacuated properly. So you should get up early in the morning, but if you want to get up early in the morning, you should sleep early. What if you are not getting sleep early? There are so many people who are suffering with insomnia. We have so many techniques which will help you sleep early in the morning. Like you can practice pranayama or deep breathing techniques while you lay down on your bed. That will give you instant sleep. If you're not getting sleep even with deep breathing techniques, you can apply warm sesame oil or coconut oil to both your soles. Do some nice massage for 5 minutes, and if possible, put those both feet in a tub of hot water, and in an instant you will get sleep because whole your body will get relaxed just with the massage to your soles. Or you can try Pippali Mula Churna, which is available everywhere easily for a very nominal price. 3 grams of Pippali Mula Churna with 3 grams of jaggery mixed with milk. If you take it bedtime, you will get wonderful sleep. But mind you, your bedroom where you try to recharge your body should be pleasant. All the windows should be open. You should let in fresh air. If you are switching on air conditioner and closing all the windows, you are not letting sufficient oxygen to enter in your rooms, and you will suffer with so many problems because of lack of oxygen, which I told you earlier. So you should have proper ventilation in your rooms. The clothes you wear should be cotton clothes and they should be loose. Your bed should be clean and tidy. Then only you will get proper sleep. And you should put aside all the worries you have all over the day, so that your mind will get relaxed and you will be sleep very easily. And how to get up? Getting up indicates whether you are healthy or not. According to Lord Sri Krishna, Yuktahara viharasya yukta chestasya karmasu yukta swapnava bodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. Eating properly, sleeping properly, maintaining the lifestyle properly, and getting up properly is the key to health. If you are not getting up properly, you are unhealthy. So you might wonder, what is getting up properly? If you keep an alarm and you listen to this alarm sound, and if you can spring up from your bed just like that, immediately after listening to this alarm sound, you are healthy. You got a proper sleep and everything is fine inside your body. But if after listening to the alarm, you are not ready to get up and you want to roll this side, that side, you wait and lazily you get up later on, you are not healthy. You should consult a doctor or you should practice pranayama. So now that you know how to sleep and when to sleep, how much sleep do we need exactly? 6 to 8 hours is sufficient. Those who are having some disease or those who are infants, they need more than 8 hours. And those who practice deep breathing techniques and meditation, they need less sleep because they can relax themselves using meditation. So how to do this meditation? This I will cover in the topic when I teach you pranayama. As for now, you understand that air, water, food and sleep, four pillars of our life, we are not taking them properly. So right from today, we will practice taking air, water, food and sleep in the perfect way. Then this will be the first stepping stone to success in attaining perfect health. Ayurveda is having a detailed explanation, a set of rules and regulations for each and every constitution, for each and every person. And this is called Swasthavritta. What you should do during the whole day, that is Dinacharya. What you should do during various seasons, that is Rutucharya. How to communicate and conduct yourself, that is Swadvritta. So all these three things put together is Swasthavritta, And believe me, Ayurveda gives lot of importance to swastavritta, and it says that one who follows swastavritta will never ever need a doctor in his life. He will always maintain health. And in the coming videos, I will give a detailed description of this swastavritta, and I will also cover one disease a day and how to prevent that disease using this swastavritta. Today, I will tell you about autoimmune disorders. As I told you earlier, our own immune cells will attack us and they will try to kill our cells, damage our joints, damage our blood vessels, damage our eyes, ears, skin, everything. And this happens because of various mistakes we do in our lifestyle, like not getting to sleep properly time in time, waking up waking up lately, or lack of physical exercise, lots and lots of stress, anxieties, fear and anger, and pollution, and incompatible foods. All these things disturb the body and accumulate lots and lots of free radicals inside the body. These free radicals disturb all the chemical reactions taking place inside the body, and they also disturb the immune cells. These immune cells, which are supposed to protect our body, they in turn revolt against the body. They attack our own body, cells, thinking them as enemies, and we are getting autoimmune disorders. And there is no hope in modern medicine for these autoimmune disorders. So, what should we do to prevent these autoimmune disorders? We should sleep in time, get up in time, do some physical activity and breathing exercises, meditation, pranayam. Eat healthy food in time and avoid stress, prioritize our life, and be happy. That's all. There are some herbs which will help us maintain our immune system, like guduchi, which is called giloy in Hindi, tippatiga in Telugu. Tinospora cardifolia is its Latin name. Taking leaves and stem of this guduchi regularly helps in boosting our immunity. There are so many other herbs like ashwagandha, setavari, yestimadu, amlaki, which is nothing but amla. All these herbs help in boosting our immunity. But the sad part is human beings are conditioned that until a certain time we should enjoy, and after that our health will deteriorate and we will have to take medicines, and slowly we have to die. On the contrary, you need not suffer all your life if you follow Swastavritta. There is a peculiar technique in which they train elephants in Kerala. When the elephant is very small, they tie it with a peculiar colored rope which is hard for it to break away. And it continuously thinks that this rope is very, very difficult to break away. So when it becomes very big and very strong, so strong that it can break even iron chains, when they tie that same elephant with the rope, it thinks that it cannot break away from this rope, and it will never even try to break that rope. The same way, we are tuned that we are meant to become diseased. We will get diseases, we will get problems, and there is no way we can regenerate our bones, cartilage, which slowly gets degenerated and slowly we can become unhealthy and we die. No, until we die we can maintain health. And my dear friends, I am here to take you to this wonderful journey to bring you to the path of health. Subscribe to my channel Swasthana Network and share it with your friends, and let us learn all the good things and unlearn all the bad things, and let us attain perfect health. In your comment section, you can ask for specific topics which I will try to cover in the future videos. Thank you so much. I am Dr. T. Sundaraj Perumal, and you are watching Swasthanand Network. Goodbye.